waxing questions that I decided to answer. Number one, doesn't it hurt? Of course it does. Beauty is pain. But after the first two times, the first time is always going to be the worst. I mean, think about a lot of stuff that you did that hurt, and you went back and did it anyway, and you keep doing it. Okay. But yeah, the first time is going to be the worst. Second time, yeah. Third time, it's like, oh, what the hell was I even scared about? Question number two. Do you wax your butt? I don't. And I'm going to tell you why. Look at my arms. Look at my hands. I have hair, clearly, but you can't see it. So for me personally, you're not really seeing my hair. Unless you go open it up and be all up in there looking like trying to see, you're not really going to see any hair. But I do wax because I do the waxing. And I'm waxing from front, underneath, and the inside. At first, I remember the very first time I did it, it was not a good experience. It wasn't a very good experience. It wasn't the worst. That's not the worst pain I've ever felt because I knew that I had to be gentle. But second time around, when I used the softer wax, that you use thinner strips, but that works so much better. I'm like, oh, I'm ripping like it's nothing, like it's no tomorrow. That's why I love that wax, and that wax is sold out of the store every single time. I see right now Amazon is the only one that has it. Number 3. Yeah. Waxing versus shaving. You already know my answer is going to be the wax. Now, I used to shave. There is no shame in shaving for you. If you want to shave and you prefer shaving, that's totally up to you. I'm not going to force you to wax. I can't force you to wax. I can't put a gun to your head and be like, yo, wax. Nah. No. I wax because I like it. My hair is gone for extended periods of time, a lot longer than shaving. Yes, I have noticed prior that I've waxed and I've been bald, and then the next day I see hair again. I'm like, what the hell is going on? But times like those, I've honestly taken a tweezer and just yanked them out. That sounds awful, but honestly, it really didn't hurt. It didn't hurt that much or hurt at all for some of them. I just yanked them out because it's not like it's like, oh my gosh, it's a whole bunch of hair. It's just like there's always those few, literally like a handful, and I just pull them out. And another question: do you wax for you, or do you wax for your boyfriend or girlfriend? I personally wax for me. I ain't got nobody looking down there looking like, oh, you waxed it. Look at you being all bald. Ain't nobody down there talking to it, doing that with it. I wax for me. I will stink. My armpit will stink. I will stink of sweats. And no matter how much I be showering and I be scrubbing, yes, the odor will go away or be minimized. But if you really, you'll still smell that slight bit of sweat just lingering on the hair. And I realized every time I'd go in there and I'd wax or shave, immediately, obviously, that little bit of smell or sweat, that whatever, is gone. Because you always have just that little bit that wants to just hang on to the hair. And you have to really be in there just scrubbing. Like, seriously. It's like you gotta be exfoliating sometimes to really get all of that off. At least for me. But yes, that's why. Because my armpit would be stinking. And then I'll wax or I shave when I used to shave, and that's why I do it. I do it for hygiene purposes, because otherwise, when that summer hits and those warm times hit, you might not smell it. A lot of times, other people might not smell it. But because I am hyper aware of my odor and my smell, as soon as it starts to change and I'm not just either smelling, because you know sometimes you will smell just a little bit of sweat. You can tell like, yeah, somebody smells a little sweaty. You can smell sweaty and you can smell stink. You know, people are green, are getting to the green part, and I don't really like when I smell sweat. And because it starts off with the smell of sweat first, and then it's going to go up to the stink. As soon as I start to notice that I'm consistently smelling the sweating, I smell it. You don't reach the stink, but you smell it. You say, yeah, soon it's too stink. I don't like that. So I like to cut the hair off, get it all out. And now it's nice and clean, bald. And on top of that, your skin will look a lot lighter. Because when I used to shave heavily, my armpits were a lot darker. One time I was looking, I was like, wait a damn minute. When your armpit and your downstairs look like it almost got burnt. Ain't nothing going down there but the dang razors. And since I've been waxing, I realized that my skin lightened up tremendously, expeditiously. Yeah, I noticed it. TikTok better not ban me or take this video down saying I'm drinking. It's just a cup with milk in it. Chocolate, vanilla milk, vanilla. And I decided to straighten out the hair. I was curling it at first, and I did have the curls in there, and I didn't like the curls. And your girl took the time out and really laid the hair. So when she's not being lazy, your girl can do her hair. A lot of times I can do the hair, especially when I didn't jack up the lace. Because this is a newer wig that I bought last year, when I now know how to properly lay my hair. We didn't jack it up. It's not messed up, as you can clearly see. And if you want this wig and you're interested in this wig, you can get it off of my link tree. And I'll see you next time.